So that one's going to be full too, aren't you? No, not quite. I'm alright there. Well, empty vials, just get the last of this out. That's still filtering. A bit more Pedito, which is full. Alright, Pedito. We'll have a bit more Pedito. You could never have too much. Yeah, that's what I always say. You can never have too much Pedito. And we'll get this terror in here as well. Right, so I need to make sure that all of these are empty. That one's not. And that one is thing, which should be empty there. So let me just get rid of this. What was it? Pedito, that one, wasn't it? Chaos and destruction. Right, so to actually do what I want to do, which is the wand core, I actually need a whole crap load of these. So I think if you guys really want to watch me, it's distill fire and water and air, and got enough there, I've got enough of that, got enough of Pedito, so I need order, fire, water and air. Then I'm quite happy to do that. Probably not going to be the most gripping of content streams. I don't know how you actually drain these either. I suppose the cheeky trick I could do is I've got aqua times 2. That's well, that's only 4. It's not really enough. Ignis, that's only 6. Mana bean, Telum, Lucrum, Sano, aqua times 1 there. Terra, Pedito, I've got a whole load of this stuff. I could distill those. They've got, I don't think I've ever scanned those actually. Excuse me a second. What did I do with my thermometer? Alright. Guys, who nicked my thermometer? That's not good. I'll have to find that. Okay. Well, in the absence of anything else, what we will do is, I shouldn't have put that there. That wants to go in there. That can go in there as well. Take the B out. You lot can go in here for now, just out of the way. Because it's all poop anyway, and I don't need it on me. And what I will do between this and the next recording is get enough mana in these jars and rotate that bug around, so we can actually start using this, because I think it's going to be basically a big grind of cooking things up and what's the word I'm looking for? Filling jars. Yeah. Right, so the other mod we've got, or the big magic mod we've got in this, is blood magic, which we're going to go, and we're going to do like a druidic grove thing out in the woodland, partially because the blood altar can get quite large, and the other thing is you do want to charge it by killing creatures in its area of effect, very similar to the dark altar that we had in Ars Magica. So, what the hell was I going to say? Oh, big question for you. Diamond, gold, furnace and stone. Okay. Handy, I kept the gold. Just looking at the recipe screen across from me for the actual stuff. So we need a diamond, gold, furnace, and is that stone? I think that's stone. And a furnace. Yeah, so the big question I was going to ask you guys was this. obviously the last 3 streams I've done, um, I have uploaded the entire stream as a single entity because it was quick and it was easy. But it does mean that there's this video on there that's got an hour blood altar. That's how we make that guy. There's an hour and a half video on YouTube, which obviously brings down the viewing figures and yada yada. Not that I'm overly bothered. Do you mind? So the question I've got to ask you guys is this: do you prefer the stream video footage going up, as I've left that glass down there, I can't believe it, a single stream coverage episode, however long it is, or would you prefer it to be broken up into between 20 and 30 minute segments, very much the way that a lot of the main YouTubers do it? I'm quite happy to do it either way. It adds a little bit of work on for me, chopping and cutting up the stream, but it's not a huge amount. And yeah, that's the question really. So let's see what the answer is. Hopefully, iron and gold and glass. Okay, you need some glass, which means I need to cook some glass. Sorry, glass. I'm not actually that well spoken in real life, honest. I mean, from my point of view, it actually does give more content as well, because it would be like over, if it was an hour and a half stream, then it means over Sunday, Monday, Tuesday I can upload 3 half-hour episodes in addition to the usual content. So in some ways it's got its bonuses, but you know, if you don't mind, I can make that decision either way. But I just didn't want to go and do it and everybody go, why do you do it that way? Oh my god, now I've got to wait till Wednesday to see how this ends. Crap impersonation, I know. Come on, need to be a class. What do I need? 5 of them. Come on, come on. 5 of those. Right. So the other thing you need for your blood magic is you need a sacrificial dagger, because obviously, and that gives us a sacrificial dagger. Now I would like some nice stone as well, just to embed it in the floor around that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll do 8 of those. That'll do. We can go and sleep, and then we can go and find a location for our hoofer doofer. Bonk. Oh, I can only sleep. Oh, is it actually daytime? What's my inventory looking like? Not too much of a... Oh, I've gone the wrong way. La la la. We'll get there eventually. One day I'll learn down to go out. So, thank you, Mr. Fruit Salad. Blood magic is a runic system, from what I've read and learnt of it. So you accumulate life points or life power, and then you go on and you use that life power to alter things, enchant things, effectively cast spells. Which seems to me, oh dear, seems to me ideally suited for tell you what, options, video, particles minimal, get the rain noise away. So, and the altar itself expands, so as you grow your power, there's a bloody beehive in the way. I'm going to have to get round to bees, but whether today is a good day for bees, I don't know. Still got my big chopper. Quote for the day, I think, there. We'll have that down then. And we'll have this hill out the way. this is where we will do our blood altar. And it occurs to me that I can probably make it look a bit more druidic, making some like druidy stones further around as we go. I thought that shadow there just scared me. Okay, almost there. I love this shovel. Don't love it when I'm trying to just chop out one block, of course, but you know, you can't have everything, can you? Bye bye bees, I don't need you anyway. I can find bees any day of the week. Okay. So I want to oops. See what I mean? Too powerful. And that. And then we will go in here and stick our bricks. These aren't necessary, by the way. This is just me being a little bit... Oh, it's getting dark. Sleepy time. Boink. Love being able to camp out under the stars. It's great. That sleeping bag is brilliant. And of course, if you doesn't take you long to put the armour back on. That's nicely deteriorating. So we'll take our blood altar and go bonk. So this is my blood altar. It's got no interface to it, no nothing. And basically, you can see now that's got a little bit of blood in it. And my blood network has got some blood going on. It took 2 hearts off me, so I've got to wait for... Obviously, I could drain myself quite rapidly if I want to. And you can drain it out with pipes, apparently. Just looking at the old... think so. That's 1 heart, that's another heart. Bang, bang, bang. So I'm happily charging my blood altar up with my own blood. Now at the moment I don't think I can tell what the actual blood levels stored in there are. I just know that each time I do it, let me just go off and double check my figures. Sacrificial altar, so it puts 200 in each time I do it. And I need to make a blood orb, well, part of my diamond, which I'm going to have to do. I need the weak blood orb. I think that's right. Yeah. So, but this is growing quite happily, and it's filling up. As I say, I don't know what my actual quantity in there is, so you just need to basically go on faith and keep on filling it up a little bit. So that's like 800, that's 1,000, so I've probably got 2,000 in there now. So the way to find out, let's go and grab a diamond and make myself my weak blood orb. Plonk. Occurs to me that if I can do that, creepers can. Oh well, such is life. Let's go find the diamond and see whether we can do some black magic. God, I'm losing it. The only problem with doing it on the mainland, of course, is it does mean that I've got to come walking all the way back down here to get this thing going. Alright, diamond please, if you don't mind. Thank you very much. Get rid of... oh, I suppose I can empty this pigsty of inventory again. Plant. I'm not... yeah, just stick that in there. I know it's food, technically. Yeah, because I need wood, don't I? In fact, I haven't checked that recently. Before we head back, let's just go and check how the wood farm is going. I did experiment in my creative mode to see whether you could use these auto farms on those slime trees, and the conclusive answer is you can't. It won't even let you put the saplings in, it doesn't recognise them. So let's see. Going good. Nearly out of saplings in there. A few stacks of charcoal. all the wood's gone. So, and all I'm literally doing with this is taking all this lot out, whacking the wood into the top, and the saplings into the sides there, and the apples just go into the food stocks. So this has worked surprisingly well. So stick 1, 2, and that one in there, and we'll stick those in that side, because that's free fuel basically. So, you know, the hopper system's nothing complex, and obviously we get lots of charcoal, which means I can use that for cooking or whatever I want to do with it. While I'm here, decisive as ever, the wheat and potato farm's doing fine. I'll probably have to go up and check those, see how they're doing for fertilizer and stuff, but that's going, it's still ticking away, and I've still not actually dug that out. Bunk. 41 fertilizer in that. Can't quite, God, the noise that thing makes. Right, clean up after myself. Well, now I'm up here, I might as well just go straight across the surface. So, right, let's go and make a weak blood orb. How exciting can you get? A weak blood orb. I can remove that reed farm actually now. I've got the one in the base as well, can't I? So many things to do. Whoop. And enough kelp to keep me fed for forever, I think, really. I don't think I'd ever starve in this game with that kelp field. Splash, splash. Had a bit of fun today as well. I've done a couple of mod reviews. Oops, what did I just press down there? A couple of mod reviews. I had a bash at the Crafting Dead, which was entertaining. Oh, what have I done now? F9, F9, F8. Yeah, the Crafting Dead, which is a bit of a Walking Dead styly game. Have to say it was okay. Mob spawning was a little high, but apart from that, it seemed reasonable. There was you chuck a diamond in, and then it does its thing. Unless, of course, it didn't go in. Right, let me just check how this works. Blood altar, gorillas machine, single there, by inserting correct item in the machine by clicking the altar. It's not a chuck, it's a click, this one. Right. Bonk. That's better. So this should now be doing its thing. Of course, I've got my particles reduced, so I can't see. Video, particles, done, back. So yeah, we can see the particles coming off of that. Oops. Has it got enough blood? Dark red spirals to indicate the way they turn grey. It means the altar no longer has enough life essence in its reserves, so they're red. So it's doing its work. And I'll have that apple for later. Keep the doctor away. You're not an apple. So it has drained, it's run out of life essence. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you go. I'm feeling generous. I'm going to give it lots and lots of blood. Oh, and then we'll just regenerate that life, because it's not like I can't, is it? Now, I don't know how long this takes. The level of blood slowly rises and falls in response to the transportation. You can also attach the we'll scoop out 1,000 life points to be placed in the world. Okay. Oh, and there we go, we've got it. So we've got this weak blood orb, which we bind to ourself, and that allows me to fill this up pretty much the same way that I can do the orb now, I think. Let me just double check this again. As I say, all new to me, this one. You can either right click it with a siphon to siphon a heart from the player, filling the player's network with 200 up to a maximum of 5,000. You can automate this process to an extent by throwing a bound blood orb in. It will also take the same amount of health, but while not on your person. The orb is being filled, the light red particles will be emitted to indicate that it's working. Okay. So it is working. Oh, I see. I have filled that with... So that's filling up with life essence. I'm with it now. I'm with it. Ish. For a given value of with it, I'm with it. So the question is, what can we actually do with all this thing? This stores raw, but it doesn't tell me how much it's got. How do you actually... Oh, it's getting dark. Time to go in. How do you actually tell how much life essence is in your network? I'm fairly certain there is a way. Let me just go and check. Sigils and powerful, upgrading the altar, so second tier, meant to be upgraded, creating 8 blood runes, placing them in a 3x3 pattern. Okay, that's all very nice. Tell me about how to make blood runes. Apprentice stores more runes, here we go. Runes are meant to upgrade and reinforce, so currently a few. So what do? You need to make a sigil. Oh god, this is all good fun. Sigils and powerful items, base sigils. Smooth stone inside a blood altar. The stronger the base sigil you get. Okay, alright, let's see whether we can work this out. You can see why I haven't played with this one yet. It's a strange beast. Where's my sleeping bag? Thank you. So, got some smooth stone on me. That's all handy. So I can infuse smooth stone to make sigils, or however you want me to pronounce it. I'm easy. Oh, no, I don't want to put my sword in. Silly. 1, 2, right. So I need to infuse this in the altar, and that will become a sigil, or however you like it. Oh, and we're out of thing. I'm going to have to be careful here because I'm going to rapidly run out of life if I'm not careful. Maybe I should have stored a whole load first. The interface on this is not intuitive. It would be nice to know what's in there. 200. And then it just goes. It's gone. Oh, hello. Come on then, bring your friend. Wimps. I get the impression that you're probably better. See, that doesn't do anything to me. I can't see how that's beneficial. Anybody got any experience of this mod? Because I clearly haven't. Okay. I'm going to put my sacrificial dagger away for now. And I'm going to check the time because I don't know where we are. An hour in. Okay. I'm going to come back to Blood Magic, I think, because clearly it is one weird ass mod. So, what to do next? I think, and one of the things that was asked was to look at the bees. Well, that was certainly been asked of me. Now, I've really only played with the bees. Did it on the Feed the Beast server. That was primarily, and also on my first Magic Farm series, but I was primarily interested in getting the trees, not the bees, if that makes sense. I was after the woods because I wanted to build with the interesting wood types rather than trying to breed bees that made uranium and stuff like that. However, that said, we've got a couple of options, or at least we did have. Let me just double check. Bee house. So a bee house is pretty straightforward. It's slabs, wood and a comb. You could also go for the more expensive version, which is the apiary, I believe is how you pronounce it, which basically goes in. You need an impregnated casing, which means we need to get seed oil and wood in a carpenter, which is all good fun. Seed oil means I'm going to need to get a, let me get this right, a squeezer to squeeze it into whatever we squeeze it into. I think you can squeeze it into, no, we're going to need can. Can's easy enough, that's just shape crafting. So that's a little bit of fun, we could do that. As I say, the cheap option is the bee house, which if I've got anything in my bee hut I can get. I've got no combs by the looks of it. I've got bees, I've got a couple of apiaries made. I've got propolis. Can't believe I've not got any comb. Didn't put it up in the food, did I? No, I don't think I would have done. Miscellaneous claptrap? No. Okay. So, I could take my two apiaries as a starting point. I've got a cultivated princess. I've got a tropical, they're vicious. So I've got a meadows, I think that should be okay. A forest drone and a common drone, which are all good. And I've got some frames, so I'll take those as well because they're useful. I'm going to want some saplings, and I am going to want a couple of oak. I'll take 4 oak and beech. Beech. Don't. 1 birch, sorry, not beech, birch. I've only got 1. I'm going to need more birch to do this. And some bone meal. Always handy. Now, normally I would build more of these, but a couple is what I've got. So a couple is what we'll do. And get these set up. Pardon me. I wish my inventory wasn't such a mess. I was thinking I could take my wands out with me and get them charged up while I was out there, but maybe not. Okay, let's see where we're going. We'll do this fairly close to the forest edge, but far enough away from the fruit trees that I don't end up having to graft their leaves, because that would be kind of silly. Shall I stab myself in the finger a few times? No. I don't know whether you have to be close to the altar or not now. It's looked like such a simple mod when you read about it, but I'm sure it is. I'm sure I'm doing something really derpy and silly. but we'll come over here.